Cocom in here. All right. Twitch and Xbox finally deciding to agree with me. By the way, can you invite Sned? All right, we are finally into the session. About time. A handful of drivers out on the medium tires. LWS Yorkie, Macy Q, Josh Meister, and Jish. Josh has parked the car out of the hairpin to allow one of the Astons through. I believe it's Yorkie. Move on to Jish as he's coming through turns 1, 2, and 3. Oh, eat me. God, I hate this. I hate the way they've, like, switched the streaming on this. I have no idea why they've done it. It's so aggravating. Finally, there we go.
There we go. I'm here.
This is absolutely the most frustrating start to a stream I've had in a while. Not gonna lie.
It's just things going wrong today. It's given
The
up.
way they've switched up Twitch and how you stream is such a pain, too. It's like, why? It was perfectly fine the way it was. You didn't need to change it. Leave it alone. The love of everything. His first run for the Williams. We've got Macy Q coming through the middle of Sector 2 right now. Coming through the double left-hander. One thing you want to do here at Shanghai is avoid the curbs in Sector 2. More than anywhere. You don't want to touch the curbs there. You touch them even a little, your car is definitely not going to agree with it.
You want to avoid the curbs any way you possibly can around here.
Certainly, but especially Sector 2. Just...
Oh yeah, definitely. As we've got Josh on the lap on a set of mediums. It'd be interesting to see where he goes. He's purpled Sector 2.
Now. Coming through the final corner now, opens the DRS into the line. Macy Q will put up a 34.4. It's about the same time I put up in my little quali session I was doing with some of these drivers in F2 here. It's slightly faster. I put up a 34.48. Here he puts up almost a 34.4 flat.
I've done a 34.3.
You said you did a 33.8 or something.
For TT.
Ah, oh, you're right. Okay. Yorkie coming through the final few corners now. Looks like he'll be coming into the pits, and he will be doing just that. The pit entry is very well known here for Sebastian Vettel's overtake in the pit lane back in, I want to say, 2012, 2013. And Lewis's mistake in the pit entry in 2007, which ended any shot at a championship in his rookie year. We got Maddie who's crossed the line. He's put up a 33.7. Right on board as he's coming to the end of Sector 2. Get a yellow in Sector 2. A 52.8 through the first two sectors for the Aston Martin. Coming through the loop now.
Keeps it nice and tidy. Bit of curve on the
DRS. Top speed down this backstretch is 204 miles an hour. Minimum speed of 40 miles an hour. He's up to third gear on the exit. Keep wheel spin at a minimum. Through the final corner. Rides the outside a little bit. Opens the DRS into the line. It's a 33.4. It's P2 for the Aston Martin of Cornish.
Not much in it between first and third. It's only about a tenth, isn't it?
Yep. And while third and fourth has about 0.3 between the two. How do you personally feel about this track, being that you and I are both going to be racing here tomorrow night?
Now I've got a setup that works. I'm quite looking forward to it. Sector 2 is a little bit of a worry for me, but everywhere else I do fantastically well, so we'll just have to see how everything goes.
We've got Jish who's crashed out. Oh no, what has happened to the Williams? I'm gonna go to Jedi Gamer, see if we can see what happened. He's off the track, he clearly crashed.
Looks like he went straight on.
Thinking he may have. I can't even see his car.
It looks like he went straight on.
Yeah. Not a good start here for Jish. Currently he's P4 in the championship. This lap, this wreck out is definitely going to hurt any chances he had. You got Yorkie who's retired in the pits. Shane across the line puts up a 34.4.
What could Bowley do?
We've got Maddie who's retired in the pits as well. Next man to come across the line will be the Mercedes of Jedi Gamer to start his first hot lap of the session. We got Langham, looks like he's going to be on an in-lap here. Did you invite Snedden, or yes?
Yes, I did invite Snedden.
Okay. Might need another invite. Just because I haven't seen him join. Let me check the Discord, see if he's...
There you go.
Yes, Snedden is currently stuck in some loading screen. I don't know what's happened to him. Hopefully he can get into the game. Out of the hairpin now, Josh Meister. Through the final corner, what can the Mercedes put up? Opens the DRS into the line. It's going to be a 33.7. It's P4. Jedi Gamer not too far behind. Genghis Logan looking to put up another lap time. Shane is retired from the session in P14. That is quite a risk to be taking. And we get a yellow for Langham, who's off. Jedi Gamer across the line puts up a 34.0. He actually hadn't put up a lap yet. puts him up to P9. Just over a minute left in the session. It's CT coming down the backstretch. And the Haas put up. Boy has retired from the session in the pits.
What can Langham do?
Not sure yet. Out of the final
Goes
corner
into
now,
the
opens
pits,
the DRS.
He's out.
And it's a 34-0. It's P10 for CT. So Shane's out of the session and Langham's out of the session. Everyone else is safe. Gotta wonder whether Jengis will put up a lap time anyway or not. He's opening the DRS. He's still using his ERS, so I've got to assume that's exactly what he's doing. Through the final corner now. It's the outside curb's a little heavy. Opens the DRS and across the line. It's a 33.6. It's P4 for the Ferrari at Jengis Logan. So Shane, Langham, and Jish are your bottom three. Jish not being able to put up a lap. He crashed out. Langham with a 34.5 and a 34.446 for Shane. I was about to say the man we're waiting for is CT, but as soon as I looked up from my phone, I'd be across the line. Top three less than a tenth apart, and then after that, you'd about a tenth and a half between Centurion and Logan. You got almost a tenth between P4 and 5. Some of the gaps here are pretty big, and others are very close.
He's definitely very close between the top 4 drivers.
Yeah. It might get even closer as we head into Q2, and about 20 minutes from now will be Q3. Scotland doing well in this lobby. Yeah, certainly are. Wonder if that's a precursor for tomorrow.
We could get some rain here.
Well, maybe. From what I've been told in my team chat, it's going to be full dry the whole way through. So, can't say that I'm for sure no.
Well, this is China and things like to drop. Will turn at basically a turn of a hat, so. As there is a car that's gone out. That's Thunder. The only one out on track at the minute. as it looks like a Ferrari has gone out. Change the slogan. Warming up his tyres. I don't think you need to do that. I think you get plenty of heat out of these tyres.
Well, you gotta remember the track is really dark. He's on the medium, so out of the final corner,
What's he done through there though?
Thunder is going to start his first hot lap of this Q2 session. Other drivers out on track include the AlphaTauri Macy Q, the Ferrari Cengiz Logan, and momentarily his teammate Mr. Oddbod in the Red Bull. To the end of the first sector, it's going to be 24.664 through the first sector. The inside curve there a little bit. Get a little extra rotation on the rear. Up through the double left-hander. The end of the second sector, it's a 53.011. Out of turn 12 and coming through turn 13 now. Down the backstretch. Comes the DRS with technically the second time in this lap. Top speed of 205 miles an hour. Minimum speed down here in the hairpin of 42. It's third gear for the Red Bull through the hairpin. The final corner, rides the inside curve pretty heavy. Goes wide on the exit. Doesn't invalidate, and across the line it's a 33.7 for the Red Bull. Going on to Cengiz Logan.
Quick time for the mediums.
Certainly is. Coming through the double left-hander. Don't think he's using his ERS for this lap. So this might be a bit of a warm-up lap for the Ferrari. We got yellows in sectors 1 and 2. Sector 2 yellow is for Macy Q. Sector 1 is for the slow-moving Red Bull of Thunder, trying to let drivers through. Good news about the Mercedes behind him is that he's not on a hot lap, he's on an out lap. He gets way out off the track to let people through, though. Cengiz Logan warming up the tires down the backstretch.
He takes that last corner beautifully.
Certainly did. His last lap was at 38.6. Of course, that's a warm-up lap. One moment.
As Logan has, according to the game, purpled Sector 1. Can he make it through Sector 2 without spinning? Yes, he can. Keeps it nice and tight through there. Is the car in front going to move out of his way? It is. And Logan to go through. Makes it very nice through there. .204 or late 204 miles an hour down the straight. As we come around the last corner, does he take it very nicely like he has done all the way through? Yes. and gets a 34.5. As we go on board with Locker. Nicely done through Sector 1.
Across the line, Josh Meister puts up a 34-1. P3 for the Mercedes.
Locker just rode the corner in Sector 2. The inside corner. He didn't spin it though.
You mean the double left-hander?
No, Sector 2, the S, where everyone spins. If you catch that inside curve.
Poea giving Locker a tow. Both hitting a top speed of 206 miles an hour. He's carrying on across line for 33.5. P2 for him. Poea with a 33.5 as well. It's P2 for the Alpine. Locker with a 33.8. It's P6 for him.
Our quickest time at the minute is a 33.2.
Crossline Cornish has put up a 33.6 P6 for him now. D's and Q with a 33.6 flat. It's P5 for him. Both the Alpines right now looking like they've got quite a bit of pace. Mr. Oddbot has retired from the session in the pit lane. I assume he's more than satisfied with his lap time.
I'm having a yawning fit. Every like 30 seconds I start yawning.
Oh, Poea and Locker, what are they doing? Looked like they were trying to have a race to the pit lane. All right then, that was interesting. It was side by side out of the hairpin, almost hit each other.
Cornish coming in, or is he putting in a lap?
He's definitely coming in. He doesn't have enough fuel to do another lap, and he hasn't been saving ERS.
All our eyes are on Logan, Mason,
Snedden has joined the session. Unfortunately,
CT,
he'll be P19.
and Matty.
Yeah, and we got a little bit of sunlight peeking out. And we've got a Mercedes out of the garage. Looks to be the Mercedes of Josh Meister. He's currently P9.
And the other Merc's coming out as well now. Four minutes left on the clock.
Say Josh Meister's coming out just a tad early.
Jedi here needs to set a good time, otherwise he could be out. So does Bawley and CT. And Matty. Everyone from 8th down needs to set a good time. Who do you think is going to be in danger?
I would probably say Maddie, maybe. Maddie and CT probably got to come out right about now. That's exactly what they're both doing, coming out right now. I was about to say, if they don't come out soon, they could be in danger just from that alone. As for pure pace, I'm not sure. I mean, we didn't do China last season, so I can't say who would be better and who would be worse here. Macy Q and Maddie would probably be the two I'd say might be in danger more than anyone else. I mean, Jedi Gamer's lap time, you can tell, is not an actual lap time. That's definitely a banker he put up.
Hey Liam, sorry, we are trying to concentrate here, and if you could try and keep the stream at PG, thank you.
What? Mega Centurion is retired from the session. So is Oea. Mr. Oddbot I already knew about.
Alright, let's see what Macy Q can do. Just coming to the end of Sector 1.
Currently watching Jedi Gamer, and the track
the
is getting brighter. Sun is going away.
Macy Q just 2/10 up. Just under 2/10 up.
Jedi Gamer up on his last time by over 1.2 seconds.
I don't know why Yorkie's gone out again. Yorkie's safe.
Well, certainly could be, yeah. I would say he's safe.
I'd say from 7 down is what you got to worry. Execute 204 down the straight.
Jedi Gamer has put up a 33.6. Josh has put up a 33.5. P4 and P7 for the Mercedes drivers. HQ across the line, puts a P2. Definitely don't mind being proved wrong in that
This is
instance.
push Locker out. Put Thunder right on the brink.
Bali has put up a 39.0 with less than 20 seconds left in the session. He's got to find more time than that. Jangis Logan across the line puts up a 33.4. It's P2 for him.
Let's see where Matty can go.
Thunder across the line. The 33.693. It's not enough to knock Cornish out. He's going to be out of the session. We go on to Locker. What can Locker do? Across the line. It's a 33.3. He knocks out Cornish. It's P2. It's P2 for the Alfa Romeo.
Cornish is still on the lap, though.
Yeah, that he is. And he puts a pole. It's a 33.0. That knocks out Jedi Gamer. Maddie across the line puts a P4. It's a 33.4.
That puts Yorkie on the bubble. That's knocked out D's and Q's.
CT across the line puts up a 33.465. It's P5. Yorkie's out of the session. So is D's and Q. Jedi Gamer's out of the session. He can't improve. Neither can Thunder. Bali's invalidated. So that's Q2 done and dusted. Cornish takes pole with a 33.0. Mr. Oddbod P2. Locker P3. Maddie, CT, Jangis Logan, Macy Q, Poea, Mega Centurion, and Josh Meister are your top 10.
Mega Centurion just getting through by the skin of his teeth.
The track evolution here is absolutely insane. I did not think that that's how quickly the track would ramp up.
Less than half a tenth in it.
Josh makes it Wow, Josh makes it into Q3 by 0.02 of a second. If you're Yorkie, you got to be wondering where you lost those 0.02.
Probably the last corner.
Perhaps.
Yeah, we know the feeling, Yorkie. As we're just waiting for the timer to go down, we're waiting for Paulie. There we go. That's it.
Yeah. Anyone who's upset with my predictions of Macy Q and Maddie being the two guys in the most danger, let me just say, guys, I didn't expect y'all to be the bottom two. I didn't really know who to pick. I especially didn't expect the track evolution to ramp up like that. I mean, D's and Q was in P3, I think, before all those lap times were put in, and now he's out in P12.
Alright, I'll be back in a minute.
Oh yeah, wow, D's and Q was 0.06 of a second off Josh Meister. And Jedi Gamer's 0.22 of a second off his own teammate. That's all it takes, sometimes. That's all it takes. Oh, wow, and I've only just realized each team has one driver in Q3. Alfa Romeo has Locker, Josh Meister for Mercedes, Poea for Alpine, CT for Haas, Maddie for Williams, Cornish for Aston Martin. Ferrari has Jangis, McLaren with Mega Centurion, Macy Q with Alpha Tauri, and Mr. Oddbod for Red Bull. First one out of the pits is the Alpine of Poea.
Sorry, I just had to step away. My medication is kicking in.
Ah, okay. I don't know if you heard on stream, but each team has one driver in Q3.
Yeah, I saw that.
None of the teams missed out, and none of the teams have both drivers in. Definitely an interesting situation.
Definitely. Yeah, no, I'm on muscle relaxant medication because I have bad backs and everything, and it's making me really drowsy and sleepy.
Ah, okay.
So, Paware was the first one across the line.
It's coming out of turn 4 now.
He's taking his corners really well.
24.5 through the first sector. Second gear, hairpin here.
Chunk of curve on the way through though.
About 80% on throttle for turn 7. Oh, way wide into the grass. That could hurt her lap. Do a double left-hander of turns 9 and 10. Ooh, almost had a snap of oversteer.
Yeah.
53-1 through the first two sectors. She's definitely lost some time, though, due to going wide through out of turn 7, I should say. In turn 12, followed immediately by 13 here on the loop. Another correction. Opens the DRS. Top speed of 205 miles an hour. She's down into the turn 14 hairpin. Turn 15 now. Final corner down to fourth gear. 102 miles an hour is the minimum speed. Across the line, it's a 33.5. So it's 53.5. What am I on about?
Behind.
Oh, and he's got pole by over 2 tenths. It's a 33.3. Josh out of the final corner, opens the DRS and across the line. It's a 34.0.
And it's the Ferrari of Logan.
And this is coming through the final corner now. It's a 33.8.
And it's Macy Q.
Out of the hairpin, now turn 15. Heading into the final corner, turn 16 here.
Nicely done. Nice and neat.
Oh, wow, he's 6 thousandths off. Three for the Williams.
Matty's got this lap invalidated.
Yeah, he went wide out of the final corner is why. Right along with Mr. Oddbod. Top speed of 201 miles an hour. He might be running a bit of a higher downforce setup than the rest of the field.
Could help him though through the technical sections.
Oh, certainly. I'd say from turn 1 to turn 12, it's going to help him a lot more than hurt him. The place is going to hurt him is the DRS straights. He might lose about, I'd say, about half a second total through those two straights alone, though. It's CT coming out of the hairpin now. I'm not sure why they called the little kink right after the hairpin at corner, but whatever. Out of the final corner now, opens the DRS and across line. It's a 33.9. It's P5 for the Haas.
Because everyone will be coming into the pits now for a fresh set of tyres. Give it a couple of minutes and then go back out. Do we think that Cornish could start at the front of the grid?
Do I think Cornish could start at the front? Certainly. He's got the 1 lap pace. Doesn't matter what track you're at, Cornish is almost always a guarantee to be a top 5 starter. Now, this season has been a bit of a down season for him qualifying wise, but I certainly still think he's certainly got. Five minutes left in Q3 here. Riding along with CT still, he's making his way around the track.
Everyone was in the pits. I'm going to say that Mr. Oppov is going to get pole.
I mean, it's not a bad pick. He definitely showed he has quite a bit of pace in Q2.
Whether that can transfer over into Q3 is a whole other question. There's Josh's Mercedes that's coming out. So on board here with Josh for his outlap. Taking it nice and easy. Bring the tyres in slowly.
Yeah, with the sun fully out now and next to no cloud cover. A little bit of cloud cover, but not a lot. I would say you definitely just want to burn the extra fuel off of the car. And try not to use your tires too much.
Everyone else is still in the pits. Masick is out.
Next man out of the pits looks like it's the Williams of Maddie. We got Mr. Oddbot out. Cornish is coming out. Looks like everyone's starting to come out now. 2 minutes and 35 seconds and counting left in this session.
They've got to come out now.
Yeah, certainly do. Only ones not out now are Mega Centurion and Poea. Who is this?
My friend, sorry.
Oh, okay. Back to Josh. Yes, please. Got Joshua, I think, is waiting for Macy-Q to pass, but he's let Macy-Q pass way too soon. Way too quickly. We're going to watch along with Macy-Q. He's got 1 minute and 20 seconds left in the session now. Everyone should be able to cross the line in time. Barring anything unforeseen, Macy-Q across the line now. His best lap is a 33.337. Bit of a tight entry and then wide through the middle of the corner. Out of turn 4. Left hand can't get, the right hand can't get turn 5. It's a 24.64 through the first sector. He's not improving. Right now he's down by 1/100th of a second. Turn 7, he's about half off throttle there. 8 immediately followed by the double left-hander of turns 9 and 10. Get a yellow in the sector 1, it's for CT, and Macy-Q's invalidated. We move on to Josh Meister coming out of turn 10 now. At the outside curb, but keeps it valid. The 52.9 for the Mercedes of Josh Meister through the first 2 sectors. He's improved by over 1/4 of a second. Out of turns 11 and 12 through turn 13. Now down the backstretch, checkered flag is waving now for the end of Q3. Josh has opened up the DRS. First gear, 41 miles an hour minimum speed for the Mercedes.
What can Locker do? He needs to set a time here.
Ooh. Opens the DRS and across the line. Josh Meister puts it on pole. It's a 33.2, but it's not going to last forever. On to Cornish. What can Cornish do? He puts it on pole. It's a 32.8. Mr. Oddbot across the line keeps it valid despite the extreme extension off track. It's a 33.0. Jangus across the line puts up a 32, 33-2. It's a 33-7 for Locker. It's not enough to go much higher than P8. Matty across the line. It's going to be a P3. It's a 33-1. Poea across the line out of the final corner. Opens up the DRS. It's a 33-2. It's P5 for the Alpine. Mega Centurion has invalidated his lap. The absolute heartbreak.
CT's invalidated.
P3. Mega Centurion's lap would have put him P3. CT cannot improve due to his invalidation. It's P10 for the Haas. So again, your top 10 order is Cornish, Mr. Oddbod, Matty, Jangus Logan, Poea, Josh Meister, Mega Centurion, Macy Q, Locker, and CT7. Fortunately, could not improve on his lap time. He put up a 33.9 on those hards. I can very much imagine he would have been a top 3 on softs if he hadn't invalidated.
Alright, as I sit on the grid for a couple of minutes here, while they sort out strategies and stuff, we are going to take a little bit of a break, so we'll see you when the race starts. Looks like someone readied up there, Lee. Don't know who it was.
Oh, come on. Oh, I was about to go grab a drink. Nah, screw it. I'm going to get it anyway.
While you're doing that, I'll go through the table. Starting from row 1, we have Cornish and Odd. Row 2, we have Matty and Jangus Logan. Row 3, we have Poea and Josh Meister. Row 4, we have Mega Centurion and Macy Q. Row 5, we have Locker and CT. Row 6, we have Yorkie and D's and Q's. Row 7, we have Jedi Gamer and Thunder. Row 8, we have Orly and Shane. And the last 2 rows are Langham and Jish, with Iceboy and Snedden bringing up the rear.
Iceboy and Snedden are in the, unfortunately, in opposite cars that they should be in. To anyone watching this after the race is over, don't worry. Their points will go to the teams they're supposed to go to, just FYI. And the tire order from top to bottom is medium, 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 hard. Yeah, we just got a bunch. Okay, so everyone except Jish, Jedi, CT Locker, and Jankus are all on the mediums. I didn't expect it to be so lopsided for the mediums. I figured it'd be half and half. Felt really good in my practice race I did with a few of the guys starting on the hards. I feel like starting on the hards is the better strategy, especially if you can
depends on how
keep
you've
up with
done
the
your
guys in
setup.
front.
If you've gone for a lower downhill setup, it's going to take a while for those.
I mean, I don't feel like that was the case. Hards, and we've got a disqualification on the grid. It is the Williams of Maddie.
Misty's grid spot.
Grand Prix, and Cornish is out of the race. He's out.
Ready.
He's wrecked. He's wrecked not even 100 feet after the grid. Unbelievable.
Cornish.
And we have now got a virtual safety car. Oh my god, I cannot believe Cornish really crashed 100 feet after the start. Not even 100 feet, honestly.
He did not get the traction off the start. His rear tyres just spun, and then it's put him into a wall.
Yeah, that's definitely something. I don't think I've ever seen someone crash quite that quickly.
It's the new record.
Man, oh man, that's rough. You got to feel for Cornish, but at the same time, it's just, you don't even know how that's happened. Bali's got no front wing. Ice Boy Fox has lost one of his end plates. We got more yellows in the back, as we've got with Jengus around. Jengus, who started P4, is down to P19. Cornish crashed before they even got past the actual starting line, I think.
We have a new RSF1 record for Cornish. 50 metres into the race, crashes out.
Yeah, I am absolute. I'm just shock and awe right now. Got a handful of drivers in the pits. We got CT, Ice Boy, Bali, and Jedi Gamer all in the pits. Jangus Logan stays out. I'm honestly shocked with that pick. But after one lap, your biggest winner of this first lap is Jish, who's gone from P18 to P9. He's right on the gearbox of ACQ, and they're side by side now. I don't think he's going to be able to get him here, though.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, he does. It's 3 wide into the
hair.
hairpin. Oh, and Langham absolutely rams his way through. I don't know if he actually hit him. I have no idea. We got a Jangus Logan again. And Langham's got wing damage. He may have got wing damage from hitting the Mercedes. I'm getting the worst camera angles. Absolutely
Where
worst.
takes Matty.
And that's Poea now up into P2. Matty back down to P3. Thunder has now gone up 9 spots from P14 to P5. D's and Q has dropped 2 positions. He's also got wing damage. Macy Q has rejoined the session. Oh boy, that explains why Macy Q was dropping positions. D's and Q getting past Yorkie, and then Yorkie getting back past, and then Yorkie hits the back of the Red Bull of Thunder. And that allows D's and Q to get the double overtake on these two done. Of course, it doesn't matter because D's and Q is diving into the pits. I don't know if anyone else is going to dive into the pits. Doesn't seem like it.
Where's catching up on here?
That she is. DRS has been enabled for this lap.
The field is spread out massively.
I wouldn't say massively. There's certainly some close fights. Mega Centurion's not far behind Maddie. You've got Josh Meister right behind Jish. Snedden right behind his quote-unquote teammate for this race. Blocker's going to be pretty disappointed when he finds out Snedden's not going to be scoring points for Alfa Romeo tonight.
Alfa Romeo, I mean...
Well, no, oh! We got a yellow in Sector 2. D's and Q and Jedi have both spun it. Out of turn 7, right before turn 8. We got another yellow. This one's for... Not for Ice Boy, it's for Macy Q. Out of turn 13. A big fight here for P9 between Langham, Shane, Locker, and Snedden.
Keeping an eye on the Mega Centurion Matty bow. This is
the 11 for the normally AlphaTauri driver.
Shane and Langham. Oh, Shane right on the gearbox. This is brought Snedden into play.
Oh, and Shane goes out. He almost lost the car. He had to go off track. He comes back, and they're only inches apart, Snedden and Shane. Look at this three-wide overtake. Oh, wow, and I can't get a single camera angle on it. That was the absolute worst. And we get a safety car. What's happened?
Logan.
What happened to Logan? Is he missing? He's missing a front wing.
When
Okay.
a crack hit the wall.
I think did Oddbod beat the safety car out? No, he did. There's the safety car behind Mega Centurion. And Mr. Oddbod has beat the safety car out, which means that everybody can go an extra lap on their current set and decide whether or not they want the pit. I'd say if you're on the hards, you have to stay out. If you're on the mediums, though, it's a different question.
I would stay out still on the mediums, because if you switch to the hards now, you still can't go to the end. But if there's another safety car, you might be able to come in and put on a set of softs that you've used. So it is a difficult question. If it was me, I would try and stay out and take these mediums an extra couple of laps, then go on to hard tyres at the end.
Yeah, certainly. From my tire wear percentages on the hards, if I pit now, I would be able to push my hards, I think, till... I mean, I could probably make it to the end here. I don't know if these guys can, but... I know if I did it, my tires would be almost 80%.
You'll get 20 laps out of them. Yeah.
So you could pit onto the hards now, but by the end, your tires will be scorched. Palea, Mr. Oddbot both pit. Maddie stays out. Mega Centurion pits. Yorkie pits. So this may not have been...
I would have stayed out.
I gotta assume Jish stays out. Snedden pits. Shane stays out. Locker stays out. Now the question is, Jish gets ahead. It's a Williams 1-2. And Shane gets ahead of Mr. Oddbod too. And Locker. Okay, wow. This is... Or maybe not. No, he didn't. He's having to cede the position. That would have been catastrophic for Mr. Oddbod if Locker, Shane, Jish, and Maddie all got ahead of him. Only driver right now with a penalty is the Mercedes of Josh Meister in P9.
And that was the 3 second for multiple warnings for corner cutting.
As of right now, your biggest winner in this race, if it ended right now, it'd be Jish going up 16 spots. Shane not far behind him on that, though, going up 13.
Biggest loser other than Cornish.
It's Jangus.
Yeah, Jangus definitely.
15 lost positions. You've got to hope. Got to hope for Jangus' sake he can at least get back up and get a good number of those positions back. With the safety car, he definitely got a chance. Not quite sure why he's supposed to hit onto the medium.
What I was saying about obviously not going in for fresh tyres, because if you can make these last until about lap 15, then you can go on the hard and then take the hards to the end, so then you don't have to actually pit again. But if you wanted to pit again because of another safety car, you could effectively go onto a set of softs around 23-ish and then take the softs to the end. I know you don't lose anything by pitting, but
You lose track position.
well, yeah, you would lose track position, but everyone gets bunched back up again. So technically, you haven't really lost anything because you can fight your way back. But with me, I'm going to be quite good on the tyre wear, so I don't pit that often. As we might have safety car in this lap. Are we going to have safety car in this lap? We should do.
Might. Jedi and Jangus are pretty close, so we should. It'll be a little late, but we should get it back. And it will be
Get safety car in this lap.
You've got to hope these two are on the same page of when to jump this restart. Got to get a good jump on Shane, more than anything. And they've also got to hope Shane holds up Mr. Oddbot at least a little bit.
So, I wonder what Jish is going to do. Is he going to play the rear gunner for Matty and try and defend from Shane to help with the gap, or is he going to actually try and overtake his teammate and fight all the way through?
Don't know, but safety car is in, and we are back to green flag conditions here at the Shanghai International Circuit. Doesn't look like they got much of a jump on anybody. Locker, though, gets a good run on Oddbot. He's not going to be able to get the move here, though. Correa, meanwhile, not having the best of restarts, drops back about a second on Locker. And Macy Q's already lost 4 spots. What has happened to the AlphaTauri?
At a half spin, I think.
Must have. And we've got Maddie letting Jish through. And now Maddie's let Shane through too. Why did he do that?
Oh yeah, Cornish, it went definitely well. We were just saying you've now set a RSF1 world record.
Just casually setting records, no big deal.
I'll send you a certificate in the post.
Oh man. Mr. Oddbot is having a much better time getting through these corners. And he's got way more speed than the McLaren of Shane. About 8 miles an hour faster.
Matty and Locke are going at it.
Yeah, side by side. They used to be teammates last season, both in Alfa Romeo.
Giving each other enough room.
More than enough room. You could fit a car through there. Locker backs out, giving Matty the respect.
Yeah.
So Matty will keep hold of P4. Meanwhile, Shane got a run on Mr. Oddbod.
Yeah.
As much as Mr. Oddbod wants to focus on Jish ahead, he can't if he's got a guy right on him. Even if that guy is on older tires. Matty and Locker still side by side, and Locker backs out again. Away is now right on their gearbox. She can't do anything if these two are going to continue going side by side.
Yorkie takes Thunder. But Thunder gets it back.
Meanwhile, Mr. Oddbod's right on the gearbox of Jish now. So these newer tires are doing absolute wonders for him.
Genghis now seems to have settled in after all the spins he had.
Once again, oh, Jish and Oddbod almost have contact out of the corner. It would have taken Jish right out of the race.
Oddbod puts his car on the inside, dangerous place to be.
Right on
It's
board.
fair, they're just on the,
Shane.
just give each other enough room.
Jish blocks him. Snedden's gotten P10 off of Yorkie. Shane's going to have to worry about Matty again. DRS has been enabled. Whoa! The lag made it look like Oddbod just turned right into Jish, tried to take him out. Alright then. Snedden and Thunder fighting for position, so are Locker and Matty. Locker might have gotten the move done on the Williams of Matty. Matty's going to try and fight it on the outside. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to get it. Oddbod on the outside, and Jish still. This is not the place you want to be side by side in. This could be huge. Oh boy, and I can't see anything. Oh, there's contact. And Mr. Oddbod's gotten the move done. Mr. Oddbod into P1. And Poea's gotten the move done on Matty. P5 for the Alpine. Locker looking to make the move on the inside of Shane. That is not a place you want to try and overtake. But Shane gives him the space. Side by side, Locker backs out and falls back in line.
Has he got the speed though to overcome?
So no, we're riding on with Poea looking out the back, and look at that, we got a three-way fight for P6 between Matty, Josh, and Megasterion. Jish with the ERS and the DRS. He's gonna, oh, I was about to say if he goes down the inside, that could be dangerous. Starbot's still holding on the
Nathan
lead.
is
But
right
only
on the back of
by a
Thunder.
bit. Oh yeah, he is. He's definitely looking for a move.
Logan takes Jedi, but Jedi gets his
Oh!
top back.
And Jangus goes way off track.
But Oddbod has now pulled over a second to Jish.
Bishop will get DRS here, though. Just gonna get DRS again. It doesn't look like he's close enough.
3 seconds.
Oh no! This is huge, and we got a yellow. It's for Macy Q. He's lost it out of the hairpin.
We're down the inside.
She got the move. Oh, the blocker's looking for it again.
Looker's coming back.
Oh, they touch a little. Oh, that could have been disastrous for those two. No harm, no foul, though. Away up into P4.
Ice Boy and Langham. And you've also got Yorkie on bowling. And look down the inside at Ice Boy.
Oh, yeah. Right on the gearbox of Langham. Oh, and Langham almost spins. I don't know if that was contact or not there. Up at P6, Josh
takes Matty.
Yep. Hawaii taken Shane into the hairpin. She's got the move. And it's P3 for the Alpine.
The Haas of CT's just went down the middle of the Ferrari and the Alpha Tauri.
Hawaii's got DRS on Jish. Jish well outside the DRS. And Bali's in the pits. Bali has pitted. But I wonder when Shane and Maddie are going to pit. They have not stopped yet in this race. Neither have Locker, Jish. Locker or Shane, Locker, Maddie, Jish are the only four who have yet to take a stop in this race. They've got to hope for a safety car. Well, Shane and Maddie certainly have to. Jish and Locker, though, not so much. Gonna want that to be a bit later. And we got a yellow. It's Bali.
Funny.
Got a Gamers.
Cold tires.
And we got another Haas. This one's in the wall. And we got a safety car. CT in the wall. He's lost his whole front wing.
He gets going again, though.
Yeah. Question is, do you risk pitting onto the mediums this early? I feel like you might have to if you're Locker or Jish.
Won't make it to the end.
Shane can certainly make it to the end on the hards from here. I was going to say that these two probably should pit about this lap.
If it was lap 15, I'd say go for it.
And Mr. Oddbot's pitted, and Powea stayed out. Why has Oddbot pitted? I don't feel like he needed to.
I'd say now is the perfect time to go on for hards.
Oh yeah, certainly perfect time for hards. The CT gets a 3-second time penalty. And CT is retired from the session. Unfortunate day for the Haas driver. And Jangus has stayed out on 9-lap-old mediums. Quite a risk. Jetta Gamer and Bali both stay out. Those that pitted, we got Oddbod on the mediums, mediums for Jish, hards for Shane, Maddie, Ice Boy, Fox. Again, Oddbod, Jish, Locker on the mediums, Sneddon, Langham on the mediums, Yorkie on the mediums, Macy Q, Jedi Gamer pitted a lap before onto the mediums, and Bali pitted a lap before onto the hards.
Very mixed up grid.
Yeah. Safety car came out at a very awkward time for some drivers.
If I don't stay stuck for a while, it's because I've fallen asleep here. My medication's kicking me hard.
And we have got, it looks like Maddie is boxing again. Rather intriguing strategy call by the... What is... Oh my god! The Alpha Tauri of Ice Boy Fox has just crashed onto the pit straight. What has happened? What has just happened? I'm in absolute shock. I got no clue what to even say about that. So it looks like your safety car restart order is going to be as follows. Poea, Josh Meister, Mega Centurion, Thunder, Q, Jangus Logan, Mr. Oddbot, Jish, Shane, Locker, Sneddon, Langham, Yorkie, Macy Q, Bali, unless Jedi is trying to pass him, Bali, Jedi Gamer, and Maddie.
I have invited Ice Boy to join
the party or the game?
the party to see what happened. Whether they join or not is another question.
Yeah. Safety car will be in this lap. Well, we got Jedi Gamer who's just left the session. Oh dear. That could be bad for Maddie.
I'll get him back in.
Okay, good. I was about to invite him in right now just to get it quick. And Josh and Mega trying to swap positions. Jedi Gamer has rejoined the session, thankfully.
Yeah, it's probably what happened with Zuzu, but you know, we won't know. We can do the party, so.
And Poe is off. She catches out most of the field, not by a lot, but enough to at least guarantee she'll keep P1 heading into turn 1 now. Go side by side between Q and Thunder. Q getting the move for a moment. Oh my! Oh, what is Mr. Oddbod doing? He's just gone 3 wide and he's completely thrown his race away. I am in absolute shock.
Oh no!
What has he done? What was he thinking? Just going 3 wide into turn 2 is not the strategy. He's just thrown away his race. He was probably going to win if he'd have just kept it on track, and instead he threw it away.
He's got no front wing damage though.
That may be, but going through 15 drivers is no easy feat. And right now he's 8 seconds off the leader. Trust me, he's not. I don't know if he's got a chance at this point. Langham with a 3-second time penalty. And the worst part for Mr. Oddbot is a lot of the drivers in front of him are on newer medium tires. As Locker gets past Shane, Yorkie gonna look to do the same. Jish coming down the backstretch. Side by side with Mega Centurion. And it looks like he's got the move done. Mega look for the switchback, but it's definitely not there, especially on those older hards. Good Jengus, who's now lost 3 positions out of the hairpin. I don't know what's happened. We got 2 drivers in the pits. It's Yorkie and Snedden. They may have gotten wing damage from that if they did. Or from that incident in turn 2. If they did, they could submit a clip against Mr. Oddbot, and that would be a huge penalty. Way is still holding on to the lead for now.
Let him take Yorkie.
Well, for now. And he's lost it.
Yorkie gets the position back off of Snedden.
Jedi Gamer back in the pits again. Might be to end his set race. Oh, yeah, not really able to get away from Josh. They're slightly worn already, though, so definitely an interesting call by the Mercedes driver.
11 laps, he can do it.
I'm not saying he can't, I feel like if you're going to go onto a worn set of mediums, you might want to go an extra lap or 2. Just to cover off. Carry-on's over 1.2 seconds back on Jish. Locker has gotten the move done on DZQ, or has he? Looks like he has, maybe. He has. P6 for the Alfa Romeo. Looking to be this is certainly starting to look like it could be a very good race for the Alfa Romeo. Locker. DRS has been enabled. Mega's very liable to an overtake from either Thunder, Locker, or perhaps even both of them.
Oh, and tries to go down the inside of the Red Bull.
Yeah, it's going to be the outside heading into this hairpin. He's already ahead, and he's got the move done before the braking point. It's an absolutely fantastic move by the Alfa Romeo of Locker. Mr. Oddbot up into P11 ahead of Bali now. Now he's got drivers on the mediums in front of him. He's gotten past one of the medium runners of Maddie. And he's going to get in front of the others. Currently have a DRS train right now from P1 all the way to P14. It's going to be really hard for anyone to get overtakes done in this DRS train. Josh looked for the move on Poea, but it wasn't meant to be. Might be trying to make the move into turn 1. What's happened to Jengus? He's out. Macy Q also off the track. I don't want to speculate, but something may have happened. Something
Safety
disastrous.
car.
Safety car's out. Poea does not pass the safety car, which is bad news for her and probably anyone else trying to get onto a better set of perhaps softs or mediums or something. ACQ is going to pass Mr. Oddbod.
Oddbod on the set of softs?
Yeah, I don't know if you want to pit this early for a set of softs.
No. They're not going to make it to the end.
Well, they'll make it to the end, that I know for a fact, but your tires by the end will be at least 65%. I've done 10-lap stints on softs at this track, and every time I do it, my tires are at best 65.
Don't forget, most people's tires are warm already.
Yeah. All these guys on the very old hards, like, do you want to pit if you're in their shoes, or do you stay out?
I'd stay out and hope for the best.
I mean, some of them certainly have to. go on to other drivers, you almost wonder whether they'd be able to resist going for a risk.
Alright, guys, unfortunately, I'm gonna go to bed here, mate, because I can't even see straight now.
Dude, what? Oh, there's no way. Alright, man. Well, take it easy. Talk to you tomorrow.
Yeah, I would normally stay up, but...
Hey, man, it's all good.
This medication is just fucking... Sorry about the language.
Oh.
I can't even see who's in what position at the minute, so... But anyway, I'll see you all later.
Later, man. We have got drivers, a lot of drivers going into the pits. We've got Josh Meister. Yeah, we're gonna wait a few. Unfortunately, these drivers pitting is definitely not gonna help out the others. Jish? Oh no, Jish is not on it. What is Jish what? What is he doing? No. Oh, the heartbreak. He's on 13 lap old hards. Josh is on new mediums. Thunder's on new mediums. D's and Q's on slightly used mediums. And Jish has gone on to 13 lap old hards. I don't think he's going to be able to... I don't think he's going to be able to pit again. I'm pretty sure safety car's coming in this lap. He's got to hope it doesn't, but I'm 95% sure it's coming in this lap no matter what. Josh is going to have to hope for another... Jish is going to have to hope for another safety car immediately. So, in my team chat,
Maddie has just told me Jengus tried to straight line oddbod and crashed.
Of course, this is speculation. I'm not going to believe it right off the bat. I will need some evidence. But if that is true, that would be pretty chaotic. Safety car will be in this lap. We've got Jedi Gamer who's, for some reason, dropping to the back of the field. Okay. And that explains why Jish pitted, because it was the AI that pitted him. Yeah, what? Of course, this happens to one of the guys on my team. Oh! And Poea goes and it catches out Mega Centurion by a mile. Shane up into P3, he's past Locker. And they're still side by side. It looks like Locker's gonna get the move. Not yet. And we got 3 wide out of turn 4. And Matty Oddbod, and I believe Haas of Bali. Oh! And Oddbod bumps into the back of Langham, and that gives Matty P5, P6, and P5. Back at the front, Poea's gotten a second over Mega Centurion. If Mega keeps defending Locker, Mega's pretty much guaranteed. Oh, we got a yellow. Yorkie. If Mega keeps blocking Locker, that's what I was trying to say. Poea is almost guaranteed to win here. Locker has gotten past Mega Centurion. It's P2 for the Alfa Romeo. And it's P4 for Matty for now. Oh, bit of contact between Maddie and Shane. Oh, what is that? What was that? I know that probably wasn't what actually happened, but what was that? Oddbod getting P5 off of Maddie. Big fight for P9 between Sned and Josh. Sned currently in P9, but Josh has the better tires. We got yellows. Looks like it's for Josh and Sned, and what's happened between these two? Looks like there may have been contact. Don't know if there's any damage for them. Look at Jengus. Logan's now left the session. No, he's already out of the race. DRS has been enabled. There's 6 laps to go left in this race. I'm just saying, if I'm a McLaren team, if I'm part of the McLaren team, I'm telling Mega Centurion to defend against Oddbod. Oh, and Oddbod's just taking out Shane, which also gives damage to Maddie and Bali. Wow. Okay, so there is going to be a lot of penalties for Mr. Oddbod in this race. That's for sure. And that's another safety car. I have to imagine everyone and their grandmother is going to be pitting for softs. I mean, if you don't pit for softs here, even if you're Oddbod, you got to pit for another set of softs. I'd say everyone should be pitting for softs here. If you've got a pair. If you don't, well, head on to a newer set of mediums, maybe. I don't know. At this point, Poe is now in a bit of a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. If she pits, everyone stays out. If she doesn't pit, everyone comes in. Poe, you've almost got to hope everyone follows your lead. If you're Locker, you got to hope. You got to hope, or if you're behind Locker, you got to hope that everyone pits. None of the top 3, 4, 5, 6 pit. No one in the top 8 pits. Jedi Gamer gets a 5-second penalty for a collision with Bali. Thunder does as well with a collision with Langham. So only the bottom 5 pit. Yorkie, Sned, and Jish. Bali retires, and Yorkie. They all pit for new softs. Jedi Gamer is also retired, I just realized. Definitely an interesting strategy. This safety car may have played into Poe's hands. It's 2 more laps where she doesn't get pressured for the lead, and almost everyone behind her stayed out. Mr. Oddbod still has a very high chance of doing something here on track, but after penalties, I don't imagine he'll be keeping his position. Safety car will not be in this lap, but it will be in next lap. The safety car restart order looks as... And we got drivers in the pits. Shane and Thunder. Both in the pits. Thunder gets a 5-second speeding penalty. Shane goes extra careful in the pits, make sure he avoids doing the same. He's also got a missing front wing, so that explains the pit stop. Looking at penalties, we got 10 seconds for Thunder. Now 5 after the 5 he's served last time. We got 3 seconds for Josh Meister, 3 for Langham, and 3 for Locker. Despite everything that's happened today, Mega Centurion looks like he's probably going to wrap up the championship tonight. Not literally, but basically. I'd be more excited if it wasn't only like the 6th or 7th race of the season, and the championship seems to already be over. Safety car is in this lap. Your safety car restart order is as follows: Poea, Locker, Mega Centurion, Mr. Oddbod, Maddie, Langham, Mesa Q, D's and Q, Josh Meister, Sneddon, Jish, Yorkie, Shane, and Thunder. 20 drivers started this race. We are now down to 14. Across the line, it'll be 3 laps to go. There will be DRS on the final lap of this race. Do be mindful of that. And safety car restart is underway. Locker gets caught out massively by Poea. This in turn is going to hurt the rest of the field. Anyone who wants to try and challenge Poea for the race win here tonight. Mr. Oddbod taking out one McLaren. Is he going to take out a second one? Sven's made a move. He's up to P9. Macy Q up to P7 ahead of D's and Q. Yep. There you go. Yep. Alright, we got side-by-side D's and Q and Macy Q. D's and Q hits the side of the AlphaTauri, and Sneddon gets past both of them. That is an absolute perfect scenario for Sneddon, who's up to P7 now. Next man in his sights, Langham in the Ferrari. Mr. Oddbod still in the gearbox of the McLaren. Looking to the inside. Doesn't have to move there, though. Rides the inside curb of turn 11 very heavily. May have compromised him. Sneddon now past the Ferrari of Langham. Langham dropping another position, this time to D's and Q. And Mr. Oddbod side by side with Mega Centurion. And Poea's lost P1. What has happened? What is going on? Locker's in the lead. Locker's in the lead. I don't believe it. Oddbod's gotten P3 off Mega Centurion. No, he doesn't. He backs out. Josh Meister loses 3 positions. He's down to P13. Brings up Jish into the points. Yorkie up 1 and Shane up 1 as well. Josh Meister diving into the pits now. Sneddon's got the fastest lap of the session. He's right on the gearbox of the Williams and Maddie. Dives to the inside of him. Looks like he's going to get P5 off of Maddie. Barring anything unforeseen. Almost contact. He gets the move done. It's P5 for the Alfa Romeo, or should be the AlphaTauri of Sneddon. 2 laps to go here. The penultimate lap of this Chinese Grand Prix. Josh Meister is retired from the session, unfortunately. I was secretly pulling for Josh to be able to pull through and get some points. Unfortunately, just wasn't meant to be tonight. Snedden on the gearbox of Mr. Oddbod. He's been hounding the McLaren of Mega Centurion. But now it looks like Snedden might be able to take the spot away from Mr. Oddbod. Some 5-lap fresher softs, too. It's a very high possibility. Yorkie and Jish swapping positions. It's P10 for Yorkie now. Jish, P10. And we got a yellow. Snedden's been taken out! What has happened? What has just happened? Locker out of the final corner. Mr. Oddbod's also out. Poea gets a 3-second. Oh, no, you can't be serious. This is how Mega's gonna win. Okay, I can't lie. That's depressing. Poea, please hold him up. I beg. Just go 5 miles an hour, please. I like Mega, but I don't like Mega enough to let him win another race. Just being real, folks. Just being real. Check the gap to leader. Currently, it's looking like Maddie will finish on the podium right now. There's quite a bit of position swaps. Dish around the outside, looking to try and take it. Oh, and they get contact! Oh, there's been... The racing standards in this race, I have got to say, have been less than ideal. And Shane's going to get knocked out of the points because of that spin, unfortunately. You hate to see it. Poea, please hold up Mega. I beg. Locker, looks like he's going to come across the line. He's going to take the win on track. Across the line, Locker's going to take the win on track, but the race is going to go to Mega Centurion because, yeah, title's over. Okay. Yep. That's cool. Maddie takes P2. Congrats to Maddie. Locker, P3. P4, D's and Q. P5 for Poea. Followed by Jish, Langham, Yorkie, Macy Q. Thunder takes P10, and P11 is going to go to Shane. Well, that was kind of depressing. Bunch of drivers got taken out. The championship's probably just been decided tonight. And we've still got like 9 races left in the season. Drivers getting taken out in a straight line. I mean, that's an absolute embarrassment. I don't know who took out Snedden. Whoever took him out, though, I mean, in my honest opinion, deserves to be taken out of the league permanently for that alone. Locker missing out on a win because of that kind of sucks, too. Gonna invite our podium finishers into this. Oh boy. Let's hope we're better. Yeah, no, we're definitely... Cryptic, if you're watching the stream, Cryptic, F5 will be better. No offense to the F2 drivers, but... My god, that was a travesty. To put it lightly. That was a travesty. Ugh. That sucks. I don't... Okay, there's 2. Can we get number 3? Send him one more invite. If he doesn't join, it'll just be these two. Okay, so Maddie will not be joining us tonight. Maddie, if you're watching, fantastic race tonight, man. Couldn't be happier with you, not just as a commentator, but as a teammate. Phenomenal stuff. Hope to see you again on the podium next week at, I believe I was told it was Austria next week. On to the man who finished P3, Locker. Congratulations on yet another podium here. How are you feeling, man?
Thank you. I'm alright, I think, to be fair, no disrespect to anybody, but I think I should have won that. It was just a stupid penalty that in the end it cost me again. But
you should hear how upset I was when I saw not only you and then Poea also got a penalty.
Oh yeah, no, I think the I think Poea gave me that penalty near the end, sort of saved me podium. So being in a part of it, she was very disappointed in it. So, but
you think she's disappointed? Again, watch the stream back. You'll hear how disappointed I was. Anyway, how are you feeling after this race, finishing P3, and how are you feeling heading into next week at Austria?
Obviously, P3 tonight. Again, I'm somewhat disappointed because I feel like on strategy and I could have ended up winning that. But no, it's still good. Get on the podium again. Yeah, I think it's my second one in Div 2. Austria next week is probably my favourite track, so I'm hoping for a good result there. And it's a sprint as well, so more chances of points.
Certainly is. Congrats, Locker. Hope to see you here again next week. Thank you for the interview.
Thank you very much.
On to our race winner and our, I mean, I'm going to call it now, our Div 2 champion, Mega Centurion.
No.
Mate, there's no way anyone's catching you. Snedden got deliberately taken out by Oddbot in this race. There's no chance anyone's catching you unless you decide to take a month vacation. And even then, I doubt it. With the luck everyone's had except you, I mean... You were P3 until Locker got a penalty, and then Poea got a penalty right before the final lap. So, how do you feel knowing you pretty much won the championship with 9 races to go?
I've been incredibly fortunate this season with safety cars and other people getting pens and whatnot. I don't think I was not the fastest today. I only qualified 7th, I think.
You would have been 3rd if your last lap wasn't invalidated.
Yeah, but I did, and I gained time from that, so...
Yeah.
But yeah.
Next week, we'll be heading to Austria, and Locker has reminded me it will be a sprint race. How do you feel about that?
Austria, I'm just going to try and not get any pens, or get as few as possible, because there's quite a lot of pens at that track normally, and hopefully just keep up the consistency. I don't really have to win races anymore, I just need to kind of get consistent top 5, so that should do me.
Alright, well... Congrats on your win. Congrats on pretty much winning the championship. Mega. It's been a great season. You've been absolutely the class of the field. And hope to see you again next week at Austria. Thank you all for watching. Goodbye and good night.